Hello, everyone. This is Mike Mulrooney.
This is Kelly Duckworth.
Welcome to this episode of Shirley Talk. And, this is kind of a spur of the moment episode because I don't know if you're the general public, a lot of people around here are aware that we've kind of taken charitable gaming to the next level. We've built websites around raffles, and we do a lot of raffles online. What are those websites, Kelly?
QueenofHeartsLive.org, JokersWildLive.org, and WheelOfCashLive.org.
Yeah, so have you ever heard of these games till we started doing them?
No.
Me neither. Somebody sent me a message about these games, and they seen them in other cities, and they were selling paper tickets. And originally we had a website called Go Halfers, and we still have that, and it's online split the pot raffles, and it's just you can buy tickets, paper tickets all day long, but nobody has actually done anything with online raffles. And the reason for that is because it was illegal for a while. So we got a hold of the Gaming Commission and worked through the Gaming Commission in the state of Kentucky and worked through a lot of issues to get our online raffle websites legal. So have you seen any more like what we have?
No.
Yeah, I haven't either. When we started selling tickets, we would sell them online and have to handwrite every ticket, and it was a pain. But we finally got it done, and we're able to do these online raffles legal in the state of Kentucky. And one of the first raffles we did, called Queen of Hearts, that got really big. And the pot total got to almost $800,000, and that really kind of changed what Shirley's Way was able to do, because I don't care what venture you do, it takes money. And if you can come across the money, it makes things a little easier to get to the next level. So we've taken on a few things. We've recently taken on bingo. How do you think that's been going?
It's been an adventure, I would say.
Yeah.
Learning a lot.
I've known about pull tabs, but I'm still trying to figure out the pull tab games, all those games.
Yeah, they keep yelling at you.
Yeah, I know. At least they're nice about it. All you can do is try and make a joke about it. So, but yeah, I just, bingo to me was just tapping, but you don't make any money on the bingo. It's the pull tabs that people love.
I thought bingo back in your day had chips.
They did. Yeah. You've never seen a bingo chip before, have you?
No.
Back in the day, years ago, you had cardboard cards, and I'm going to find some to see if the school I used to go to might have some. They might give us a few for the Museum of Charitable Gaming. But yeah, it was cardboard cards. You'd have to pass all these cards out. So now people buy paper and they throw it away. Back then it was cardboard cards, and you had, as people come in and bought their packs, you'd have to hand them how many cardboard cards, and then you hope they turned them back into you at the end of the night. If not, you had to go buy more, and those things were expensive.
Didn't you have to keep them in order too?
You did.
Oh
yeah, they had to be in order, and I don't understand why.
I don't either.
Yeah, so I remember, even though, people were mad because you used to have these clear, and people had all these crazy colored chips, and you had your bingo chips, and my granny had a tin full of bingo chips, all different colors, and they all had their good luck charms on the tables. But the problem was, if somebody walked by, how many tables have you bumped since we've been doing this?
20 probably.
Yeah, you walk in, people bump into you too, and they don't say excuse me.
No,
yeah.
I got ran down yesterday.
So, but these tables, if you walked by when you had your chips, you would bump into the table and really throw somebody in a tizzy, because there were no electronic boards on the wall to check and see what numbers you had covered before somebody hit your table and knocked your chips everywhere. So if you really want to make a bingo player mad back in the 70s and 80s, bump a table or knock it over, and it would get out of control at that point. So
That sounds terrible.
Yeah. But we got into bingo, and that's been going well. But recently, I say recently, it's been a couple of years now, we've opened a charitable gaming room with highly regulated gaming machines.
Yep.
And we're only allowed to have 35 machines. But yet a casino down the street can have thousands of machines, however they want. It's just crazy, the differences between gaming and for-profit and non-profit gaming. Again, we're highly regulated. Pay a tax on all the money that's brought through and regamed. The tax is crazy on all that. But somebody sent me a message last night, and did you see that picture of the person that won over $3,600 in a bar?
Yep. Off of one spin.
We
can't pay out more than $5.99 on one spin.
Yeah. So one spin, $3 bet, and these machines look like slot machines. So in the state of Kentucky, technically those are illegal, but nobody's doing anything about it. And I'm pretty aggravated about this. And I'm not mad at the bars that are doing it. They're just doing what these attorneys of these companies are telling them that is legal, and they're not legal. I've actually reached out to one of the attorneys at the Kentucky Gaming Commission. You can tell I'm frustrated. I couldn't get Kentucky out of my mouth. And they're basically not taking a stance on anything. It took us months to get approved to have the machines that we have in our gaming room for max payout of $5.99, but yet these machines are allowed to pay. I don't know what the max payout is. We're going to have to take a look and see what we can figure out.
I don't either.
But
I've never even heard of them.
No, I haven't either. They're called skill-based machines, and if you look at pictures, they look just like slot machines. And they spin. Our machines can't even spin. So, do you know all the restrictions on the machines that we have?
I know the sound, the display, all of that has to be regulated.
Yeah. Our machines are cool. People love them. People play them. They're high percentage payout. So I don't know what the percentage payout is on these other machines that are starting to float into the state that aren't legal, or they might be. I don't know. This person at the Gaming Commission told me they're not taking a stance on them. After our machines are highly regulated, so our machines have to have. They can't go to a certain level sound. They can't have spinning games. It all has to be, I don't know, if you watch our machines, they can't have spin. Anything that looks like a slot machine. So they can't have spin. The screen sizes are a certain size. You can't have any larger than what we have when it looks like a 20-inch, 19-inch screen, 20-inch screen. The graphics have to be completely scaled back. But yet these machines, somebody sent me a message last night with a picture of them, aren't even close to the ones we have.
And what is it that they could potentially lose if they get in trouble, their liquor license?
Well, according to the memo this person sent me, it pointed, first of all, it said they have no stance on it. They have no opinion on it. But legally, they could, I guess if ABC wanted to, but it doesn't look like there's anything in law saying they can do that. I don't understand the memo. So that's the difference when you're dealing with commissions like this. All they do is send you a link to a document and say you need to get some legal advice. And I don't get why the state commission just can't tell us exactly what needs to be done. Have you seen the inspectors that come into our offices? Yeah, and she's super cool. But she'll turn on you in about 5 seconds if she sees something wrong.
Yeah. She's turned on me.
Yeah, so why can't our government drives me absolutely insane, because they make laws, make rules, and I don't know if they stick to them or if they pick and choose who they stick to them with. I guarantee you, if we brought these machines and they're there, they would be on us in about 5 seconds and shut us down.
But don't we pay their salaries?
Yeah. Yeah, they're not funded by government tax money. They're funded by fees. So you think it would be to their benefit to give us the ability to make as much money as possible so their fees would be larger.
You would think.
So I don't know. I'm trying to wrap my head around, one, our raffle sites. It took us a year or two to finally get these legal and able to work. We were doing digital raffles during COVID, which COVID is back, and using random number generators to pick winners. Now we're back to putting tickets in a cylinder, which is a complete pain to try and get to work every time, not to mention how much paper we're using to print all these tickets. But yet my 12-year-old son can get online and find any porn site that he wants, and that's perfectly okay.
I don't understand.
Have we lost our minds in society where porn is okay across the country, but yet raising money for charities via gaming
is the bad thing?
Is the bad thing.
I know.
We've given away $1.2, almost $1.3 million to people in our local community who are sick, but yet we can't go any further in the gaming world because politicians or whoever decides that they should be illegal. What happened to being in a free country? I mean, I'm just, And I'm sorry for the rant, but I'm so frustrated right now with the rules and regulations that we have to abide by, but yet a bar can get actually convenience stores. I call them you don't know what a convenience store is, do you?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, back in the 80s, the stores that we see now, the Thorntons, the Circle K's, they were all called convenience stores.
So a gas station?
Yeah, yeah. So I basically, with food. But, they can have these machines in there. There's a store like that in our neighborhood, and I'll tell you where it's at later. It's on Lower Hunters that has these machines sitting in the back of their store, and people sit back there and play these machines. But yet
Sounds
there's
like
nothing.
Vegas.
Yeah, but yet there's nothing our government will do about it because they're in the memo. It says they have no stance on it.
Wow.
But yet if we put those machines on our facility, they would probably come shut us down. In a free country, I just don't understand.
But I mean, it took you years to get where we are.
Yeah.
As far as like you had to have a certain amount of taxes or tax returns and things like that to even get started in this.
Yeah. Before we could even get a gaming license, you have to have at least 3 filed tax returns to be able to get a gaming license in the state of Kentucky. Which just blows my mind.
And we're 2 years in with our machines and probably just now starting to see a pretty good profit.
Yeah. Yeah, we're finally starting to see a little light at the end of the tunnel. And now we see these machines going in bars and convenience stores, and people can go in and game. I don't know if the money's taxed. Did that person that win over $3,600 last night, is he paying taxes on that money?
It's a good question.
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. But I know we are held to a total different standard, and we're raising money to help people in the community. Folks, you can't hold a brownie bake sale and sell cakes to help people who are sick with cancer and raise enough money to make that happen.
Mm-mm.
It's not possible.
Nope.
But why are we under a total different set of rules?
So are they technically for profit, I guess?
I
Those
guess.
machines?
I don't know. I just read an article or a letter someone sent me about another organization that has agreed to put these in. And the company, not charity, the company that's providing these machines are donating 4% of the money a month. 4%. That's nothing. Why is that even legal? How is that even possible? Because in the charitable gaming world, we have to fall under a 40% rule. So we have to have 40% of the money that we make in our gaming go to our cause. And when you're running gaming, you can't advertise. You can, but that goes towards your 40%. Like our bingo, we brought in a security guy. That goes towards our 40%. Anything that we do goes towards our 40%, and we could lose our license.
Right? Huh? Supplies and all that go under 40%.
Absolutely, it does.
What were we told? That if we got closer to 40%, we could ask them to lower our rent for the month?
Yeah.
Or lower our supplies?
You think our landlord at the bingo place is going to... Well, he might because he really likes us. But
yeah.
I mean,
like
if
me calling my mortgage company and saying, hey, I'm not going to make my mortgage this month. Can you lower it a couple $100?
Yeah, please. Please. I'm so fed up with our government systems in this state, in this country. It just blows me away. 4%.
Yep. But unless you're in this industry, like, people have no idea.
No, they don't. Our eyes have been opened.
They're probably like, why are you so mad today, Mike?
Because they don't understand what we went through to get where we're at, and yet these companies are coming in, putting these machines in, making a killing, and only putting 4% back into the community.
Yep.
4%. And not to mention the machines, the government agencies aren't even taking a stand on them. No stance. So my response was, so if we put these machines in our facility, are you going to shut us down? No answer. Nothing. So I don't know what to do. It's just frustrating to see and witness what we're watching right now. Government agencies controlling how we can raise money, what we can do with it, but yet for-profits can come in and make 90% off the money and put 4% back in the community for the cause.
It's terrible.
Yeah. So, and another thing, we've got these vending machines with pull tabs in them at our place. And according to Kentucky Gaming Commission, you have to have a volunteer to pay out the winnings of all pull tabs or all gaming related activities, you have to have a volunteer at all times wherever the machine is operating. So the Kentucky Lottery can have scratch offs at every convenience store, every grocery store, every mass chain. Keno. They can put anything they want in any of these places, pay a commission to the store for having those things there. So all the scratch offs that you all buy that you can win thousands of dollars, and our pull tabs can only pay out $5.99. All those places where lottery and scratch offs are, they're paying a commission to the store to have those machines there. They don't have to have volunteers standing there to make the payouts when people win. They don't have to. But we as a charity, we have to.
Yep.
I just because we got places all over that want our pull tabs in their bars, but how are you going to find a volunteer to stand there all day?
7 days a week.
7 days a week to make the payouts if somebody wins.
Mm-hmm.
We've got to level the playing field, folks. We're in a total different set of rules, and I've about had it. We went and talked to the Kentucky, some commission in Frankfort. Several representatives and senators listened to my plea over this kind of stuff, but last night really almost set me over the edge. Mm-hmm. And it was about 2 a.m, and I was trying to figure out how to go to sleep when I saw this because I wasn't able to. So I've been up most of the night trying to figure out what I wanted to do about this today. So, but it's just insane what's allowed in for-profit world. Almost to the point where, we don't have major corporations making donations to us anyway. We've got several small businesses that support us in the general public. What if we just said to heck with our 501c3 status and went for profit and start doing exactly what these organizations are doing? Put these machines in and make a killing off the money and give it back to the community. At what point does it make sense to have a 501c3 status, charitable status, if you're held to a different set of rules? And I was going to say something else about bingo, but I don't remember what it was.
How much you love it.
It has actually been kind of fun.
It is fun, I know.
Some people are kind of grumpy, but the others, they're just really sweet people that just enjoy getting out and love winning some money here and there.
Yeah.
But it's interesting to see that dynamic. But, bingo's a lot of fun. But we're also restricted in that, too. We could give away some huge door prizes and things like that. But in the state of Kentucky and bingo, the max payout for the night, unless it's considered a raffle, is $5,000. But yet in Indiana, it's $7,500, or there's no limit in other states. So we can't even give away fun prizes that are over, $400 or $500. So we had to reduce our game payouts from $5,000 max to $4,500 so we could do door prizes. People seem to love the door prizes, though, don't you think?
I think so.
Yeah.
People like free stuff. They like a chance to win. Yeah.
But we could really change the way things are done if we could just get our government officials out of the way.
Kentucky's just so far behind in so many aspects.
Yeah. And we say that, but I was told that Tennessee, you can only do one gaming event a year. I don't know how true that is. So we might be kind of lucky with the things we've done so far. But I promise you, we can make tons more ground if these government officials would get out of our way. Mm-hmm. That's not a Democratic statement. That's not a Republican statement. That's in general, politicians, please get out of our way so we can raise the money that we need to give back to the community. And if you sense an organization is doing something illegal and not using the money properly, go after that organization. They're the ones that's going to be on the social media wheel of shame if they do something, because in today's world, the government doesn't have to hold people accountable. People will do that on Facebook in about 5 seconds, whether you're guilty or not. But get out of our way. Get out of our way and let us do what we're capable of doing in raising money with gaming, having fun gaming events, and let us do our thing. We can't sell cookies and fix this problem. We're trying to fix a problem in society that the government should have stepped on and fixed a long time ago, but they weren't willing to do it. So we're raising money to try and help people keep their lights on. And we've given a lot of money away to the community to help with that. So I don't know. I'm racking my brain on what to do next, but I guess that might be the end of my rant because I'm still a little steamed over it.
Well, if you're as pissed off as we are, go to queenofheartslive.org and buy you some raffle tickets.
There you go.
What's today? Wednesday?
Today's Joker's Wild, yeah.
Yeah, jokerswildlive.org or wheelofcashlive.org.
Yeah.
Buy you some $2 raffle tickets and help support Shirley's Way.
And come to our bingos.
Yep.
And if you know any politicians, share this podcast with them because I want them to all hear me. I'm sick of it. I really am. To the point where I thought about running for office. But then again, I think, do I want people standing in my front yard yelling at me because I'm a politician? It's sometimes I wonder.
Maybe that's what we need to do. Maybe we need to go stand in their front yard.
Yeah.
And yell at them.
We got enough Shirley's Army people. They probably have a good time doing that. Tailgate in one of these politicians' yards until they start letting us do what we need to do to raise the money.
Yep.
So anyway, thanks for listening to the rant today. This one's been fun. But if you know a politician, send this to them. If you know somebody that's involved in regulation, send this to them. If you see somebody that, I don't know, send this video to this podcast and video to anybody you can think of that can help us change these rules, change these laws to help us raise money to keep giving back to the community. Make it a level playing field. Give us the same ability that for-profit organizations have to raise money to put in their pockets. Help us raise the money that we need to give back to the community.
Make sure you all subscribe to our podcast and listen for next week's episode.
ShirleyTalkPodcast.com and ShirleyTalk.com is our YouTube channel. Have a great day.
See ya. Is it like 4,000 degrees?